When you emanate light and color, you invite everybody in. We are drawn to what makes us feel good, and my guest, a multi-talented artist, shares with everyone the beauty of art and culture. She encourages us to think and feel through our senses, namely what we see and hear. She believes that artistic culture enriches our mind and our soul, and that it is a path towards a better life. Let's ask 10 questions to my extraordinary guest, Zeina Nader.
Hi, Patti.
Hi, Zeina.
Great pleasure to be with you today.
It's always a pleasure.
Thank you.
We've been friends for a long time.
Yeah.
I'm a fan. So this is a great pleasure for me to talk.
She presented me, but I have to present you. You called me because you liked my art, and
by chance.
this is how we began. We began our friendship.
Yeah, exactly. It was through art.
Yes, it was through art,
namely your art.
It's
actually,
an honor for me.
Yeah, it's an honor
to be your
for
friend.
Yeah, it's an honor for me too. So let's talk a little bit about your art.
Sure.
You were actually born in an artistic family, so you were used to the artistic vibes and the artistic environment. Do you want to tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, I'm blessed to be born in this family. It was a place where at dinner time, for example, we didn't talk about, we didn't gossip, but we shared philosophy, literature, music,
That's
classical
so enriching.
music.
Yeah.
Okay. We shared new trends in history of art, or my dad is an architect, and so all these topics were opened, and these were the things that I grew up on, and it was so enriching. And this is also how I aimed to raise my 3 children.
Yeah.
I believe that culture is the main thing in life. It's what gives the values to a person, and all the rest comes later on.
Yeah, it enriches a person's life so much, the art. I mean, it should be a part of the school curriculum even more in depth, I think.
It is.
Yeah.
It is, yes.
So you didn't actually study art.
Well, I studied...
You did it on your own, actually.
I had the talent. I grew up in this ambiance. But yes, I studied communication arts. I was in the media. I was in the cinema, the theater. So all these fields are also art. And they made what I loved the most, my passion, be better. Because I had a background view of all the arts. And they made me see what I love most. Painting,
visual arts,
visualize it in the eyes through a camera, because I did photography, and through the history of art, cinema, theater, and also I believe that life is a theater.
Life is a theater. You think we're acting out our lives?
We are building upon acts that we can choose to make good or bad, and it's our path. I used to teach theater.
You taught theater also?
Yes, for years. Because I have a diploma in dramatic arts.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying you're multi-talented. It's not just a painting. You're not just a painter.
And I love literature. And
you write also.
And I write. I wrote books, art books, and I also wrote for chronicles of art, for artistic art.
For news platforms about art. Yeah.
So it was something that came up all together. But when my talent was asked to, the people wanted to buy my paintings, I didn't sleep on my talent. I went and I took lessons to enhance my technique. It's very important. It's very important to do the balance between the technique and the talent. One is not enough, in my opinion.
Right. You have to work hard at it no matter what.
And it's a constant challenge, a constant research, and a constant work on yourself and on what you do in life. Yes, it's never ending.
You evolved. Your technique. You're able to draw and design and do portraits or draw animals or whatever. But you evolved into abstract art, which is something that you really love, and you think it's misunderstood. You'd like people to understand abstract art better.
In fact, they will never understand painting, even me. If I see an abstract painting of another artist or a famous painter, I would never understand 100% what was in the soul of the artist when he did this painting. However, yes, I believe that people should dare to open their souls as observers in front of a painting, to be able to think, dream, go beyond what's just in front of you as a painting, colors and shapes and forms. So yes, it's challenging for me as an artist, but also for the visitors at an exhibition or the observers of a painting.
How are you trying to stimulate people and the audience who looks at your paintings? How do you try to stimulate them? Through what?
Through emotions, through being myself, authentic in my work.
But I mean through color, through
the tools you mean? Of course, the colors, the textures, the layers, the shapes in general, and what I do, the themes. For example, my last exhibition was about a very common and old subject, which is flowers, and which is which is done by so many artists.
Yeah, this is one example.
But I had my own. This is one of them.
It's exhibited in Cyprus right now.
It is still ongoing until the end of June. And the idea is that I did it my own way, with my own style, my own technique, my own abstract style. Flowers shouldn't be necessarily done with petals and the leaves and
like Art 101, like they do the bowl of fruit or something.
It could be something deeper, something that makes you wonder, why did she did so? What does she want to say? Is it only an emotion? Was it her own emotion, or does she want to say something behind it?
Okay, so for example, this bouquet of flowers, what would you like to say with this one? They're pastel colors.
They're pastel colors. They're
I feel
soft.
Spring.
They're soft. Okay, for sure it is spring. But mainly I use the spatula to do this painting, and I put layers of colors, and you can see the texture, you can see the depth, and you can see that we don't see flowers, but we can feel the flowers. It's all about the feelings. You can maybe scent the flowers. This is what I want. I want people to use their 5 senses to see a painting. This is what I also did with music.
Right.
You remember?
With your Musicality exhibit.
So I tried to put music through painting, and we can make it. And this is also to come back to what you told me.
Just to explain, the Musicality was a painting, and they can hear some music in the background while observing the painting. Is that right?
It is right. I did it upon the music of Dr. Karam, who was preparing a concert in the United States, and there were like 16 pieces of classical and very well-known musical composers. And it started with, I listen to the piece, I feel the piece, I listen again and again, I see him playing it, and then I feel it. Then I go and I put my feelings into with my
colors
tools
and strokes and
on a canvas. So, and then people came to the exhibition. At that time, the QR code was not very common.
That's right. It was just at the beginning.
It was just at the beginning. I was maybe one of the first one who used the QR code. People could scan the music, and they put their earphones, listen to the music while watching the painting. And many people told me that they felt like the painting was moving.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
Yes, because they really immersed into the painting, and
so
they let themselves feel it.
So you succeeded in creating a stirring of emotion.
This is what I wanted.
Yeah, exactly.
This is what I wanted. And yes, I can say it was a success, because I could send that message properly.
There's something that it's stirring inside you, because you're a little bit frustrated about how people are not opening up to art as much as before. They're very quick. They look at a painting and then they move on really quickly. They're not really feeling what's going on.
Look, Patricia, they take their phones, their tablets, and they scroll.
Yeah.
They scroll quickly, without even reading. People don't read. People don't watch nowadays.
Yeah.
They are just living their life fast, not taking advantage of, I'm talking in general, of course.
Yeah, of course.
There are a lot of exceptions, but this is how it's going on these days. People are not taking their time to appreciate and admire the beautiful things of life.
Yeah.
And this is what I want. I want my art to be a place where people are happy.
Yeah.
This is all what I want.
Actually, your art does emanate happiness because there's light and there's color and there's good energy when we look at your paintings.
Yes, because this is what I feel deep inside, and this is what I want to show and to spread around.
Right.
So yes, I would like people to take their time, watch a painting, come to the exhibition, not only to drink a glass of wine, and this is nice, and socializing is nice, of course, but enjoy the painting. When you see because I write as well, I very often write captures under my paintings, and then I ask myself, are they reading what I'm writing?
Okay, are they?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't know. Oh, okay. You also write for magazines or newspapers, I mean, online usually.
Yes.
About art.
Yes.
How is that going? What is that world like?
Look, about this, lately I stopped writing for platforms.
Okay.
I stopped for a reason. It's because I realized that we have to write what we are asked to write.
Okay, so it's not independent.
So I don't pretend to be an art critic or a journalist, but I feel art. I'm an artist after all. And what my vision towards the art of a fellow artist is always different and more sincere than any other person who would come and write objectively. I would like to write objectively, but or subjectively. This is not the point. The point is, I only want to write what I feel I want to write, not what I'm asked to write.
Okay.
And I want to be able to write even if I really don't like.
Okay.
Because...
so that's why you left.
That's why an opinion about art should be taken nicely. It's not critic, but it's what people see. And this is how art should grow.
I'm surprised that you were obliged to write what they wanted because you're a good person. You don't write to be mean or anything like this. You write with your heart, like you said. You know?
In fact, I wasn't obliged.
Okay,
this is not the right term to use. But I was
directed.
Directed, if you yes, this is more diplomatic. To write, not. I mean. I wasn't. They didn't tell me what to write, but they told me about which exhibition to write.
Oh, I see. So where you have to go.
So sometimes I didn't want to write about this exhibition because I wasn't inspired.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay.
But I would have liked to write about another exhibition that attracted me more, but that maybe wasn't paid for.
Oh,
so,
I see what you mean. Okay.
So whenever money is involved, things change.
Okay, when we talk about money, we can't not talk about art galleries and art collectors and clients and everything. What is that world like right now?
This is a very deep subject to talk about. Look, I wish art collectors, gallerists, art dealers, clients look at art and artists with a more dignified attitude.
Oh, okay.
Because
they don't appreciate them.
And also here I'm talking in general. I'm
not
of course. Aiming one person.
Of course, there's good and bad in every field.
Of course. And there are exceptions. But what I'm seeing is that usually it's the topic is about how they would make money out
I
of
see.
this artist.
Okay.
And where is the dignity of the artist? Is he used and abused?
Okay. So they will ask an artist because they'll think they'll make money from them more than because they appreciate their art.
Yes, it's not about that at all, very often.
Okay.
Also, art collectors who are really refined in their selection of art are rare. Many of them just want to invest. So they would go to very famous names. And
just to buy because it's a famous name.
Yeah, and then maybe put the painting in the warehouse until the artist dies. Because
it'll increase in value.
So for me, this is a lack of humanity in general.
Has it become so materialistic?
At certain extent, yes. Even clients who pretends to be friends, they just come and they don't want to pay the amount that is the real value of the artwork.
Okay. There's a lot of, I'm sorry to interrupt, but there's a lot of inspiration, creativity, and time that goes into these
when they ask me, for example, how long did it take to make this painting? It's not about 1 hour, 10 hours a week or a month. It's about 25 years of career behind me.
That's true.
It's about my researchers. It's about my experiences, my travels, my back, holding the paintings, traveling, going from a plane to a train, changing stations. All of this make me who I am as an artist and how I can make a painting.
You exhibited in so many cities around the world and you did the hard work yourself, like you said.
I did it myself. I did it myself. I believed in my art, humbly. I believe that this is really my passion and that it is really what I want to do. And I could make it by myself and I'm proud of it.
You did it very well anyways.
Thank you. I don't aim to... I don't believe that everyone should love my art. It's normal if some people would rather go to another style of play. This is totally normal. And my art, as I said, is very particular because it is abstract and not well understood. But if they really feel, if they really like, I also want to be valued for the time I have given to this artwork, and that kind of but this painting it doesn't worth that much, or make for us a discount. Of course, I make a discount, but I cannot go under.
The value isn't just in
it's about the value of art in general, not only my art. The value of my art and of myself as an artist, because an artist. I mean, today, the artists in the Lebanese society, if we think during only the last 5 years, what made Lebanon a little bit more easier to live in? It was art and culture, and only this.
I always say civilization
only
advances through culture,
So,
I'm sorry, there's a huge Lebanese culture scene. Right now, there's a lot of talented artists.
Of course, and I'm proud of this, and this makes me feel happy about it.
Yeah, of course.
Because these are my fellow artists, and I always... I always
share.
I always share. I always encourage. I'm always there at all the exhibitions.
Yeah, you're always there. First person.
I'm always the one who sends a message inbox to say good luck.
That's
be
nice.
happy.
I didn't know that.
Enjoy it. Make it. And sometimes I'm just astonished of how these artists don't do it in return. But it's okay. I will stay who I am. I am convinced that this is how art should be. It should be really a place where we share,
generosity,
where we are generous, where we are altruistic, and a place where we make other feel happy and good. This is how it should be.
So art for you should be a refuge to feel good.
Yeah.
It can also be therapeutic.
Of course.
And you worked in that.
Yes. I have experiences in therapeutic art. I worked in a place where they were doing therapy for drug and alcohol addicts.
Yeah.
And
that must have been so hard.
It was hard, tough, and at that time my boys, my children, the eldest, were teenagers.
Okay, so the similar age.
Yes, so it was. I kept on watching what could happen. These are also the people that I was working with were from different social levels and different ages also. I had grown-ups and youngsters. And
so you couldn't help but compare sometimes.
Sometimes, yes, because I'm a mother. Before being the artist and the everything, I'm a mother.
Yeah, your greatest artwork are your children. Yeah.
Of course, and proudly. So it was tough, but it was a great experience. And this experience...
what did it teach you?
It taught me a lot, exactly. It taught me about, first of all, I do believe that we are all artists. Because they came first and they told me, but we don't know how to do what you're doing, and we are not artists. What are we talking about?
So they doubted themselves. They didn't believe.
And they were already in doubts because of their path.
Right.
But they ended up very happy doing very beautiful artworks. We used to work. I chose to work in the outdoors, and it was really a nice experience. And they forgot about their pains, their struggles, and it made me feel good because humanly I was doing something. This is very important. It made me grow as a person.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. And it made me see another part of what life is. It's not always beautiful. And,
there's the struggles that we have to overcome.
I also worked with
deaf-mute.
Yes.
This is very interesting, the way you express that experience.
Yes, it is because they live in a world of silence.
Yeah.
And they taught me silence. They taught me their music.
Yeah, I was going to say silent, their music.
Their music of life, their rhythm. And we did magnificent artworks together. It was really, really...
How does it feel when it's so silent around you?
You listen.
Okay.
You hear.
Yeah.
You start to go beyond the threshold of what's just around. Yeah. And you go deeper in your own self, and you can make better art.
Oh, okay. Because you're more observant.
Of course. And you can listen to the other. Yeah. You can listen to the soul of the other. Okay. And this is what we should all do in a normal life. I'm known. I talk a lot, but I learned to
you talk well. I would prefer to say.
No, but I also need silence. Yeah. Very often I turn off the radio, the music when I'm working, because all the time I have music in the background. Yeah. Very often I just turn it off and I work in silence. And this is a place where
you can drown in it. Yeah. And I don't want to say drown is
negative,
but you can escape into it.
Yes. Yeah. It's very deep.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So art can be, we are all artists,
yes,
essentially.
Yes, I was saying that we are all artists in a way or another. Yeah. And even my clients, my customers who come and want to acquire a painting, they are also artists because the minute they like what I do, for me it's an honor because they put themselves at my place as an artist, and I'm giving them the opportunity to, and they are giving it back to be a part of my painting.
Right.
So they are now painting the painting with me.
Oh, okay.
Whenever they chose it in their house.
Whenever they look at it and smile and that's or feel.
And very often I receive, messages like, "Oh, your painting." Every day we just cross in the living room and we see it. We just smile. This is
that's
so
true.
Rewarding. To
that's
me.
how I feel when I pass in front of the painting.
Yes, it's so rewarding. And then there are the others who would come and say to me, "Please, can you cut it because I want it shorter to be able to fix it in the shape of the couch, or please, I need it to be matching with my coffee cup."
Oh, so, wow. I think that's incredible.
This is incredible, but believe me, I heard it many times, and I'm sure that my fellow artists have heard it also, and it's really...
So what do you say to them when
I just tell them that this is the painting, and one day in your house with your beautiful couch that you brought and you spent a lot of money on. This couch will be used, and you will either change it or just change the furniture, but the painting will remain from generation to generation. The painting is...
That's true. Art is something that will be handed down.
And the more time passes, the more the value grows.
Right.
So if they don't know this, it should be, this is part of the culture about art, and the way people see art and see artists. They need to know that art is a very deep and important matter in society.
Do you think we can start by educating the children about art, and then that way they can appreciate much more?
Of course. Yeah. For example, my 3 children, the boys, they went to some very dry and
business schools,
business, finance, etc. Yeah. My daughter, she's into art.
But she's a chef.
She's a chef. So I believe that, but the 3 of them, whenever I'm not with them, because they grew up in this mood. When I traveled, they used to come with me. They go to the museums without me. They send me pictures of an artwork, and they give me. I remember my son was 11. We went to Reina Sofia in Madrid, and I showed them Guernica, and we talked about it and everything. And then we had to move. He told me, please, I want to sit and take my time. This painting
really?
He's 11. Wow. He was 11. He's 27 now, and he and his brother and sister. I'm so proud of the fact that they appreciate art, that they read books. I think that this is 2 things that are much more important than the degrees they got in the high-end universities they went to.
Because this is a part of their character.
Because this is what will be left.
Right.
Yeah.
Do they critique your art?
Sometimes, and I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. I
They'll say, why don't you use this color?
I like to hear the approaches of people who see my art. And it's very enriching to me.
Yeah.
I take it always in a positive way, and I appreciate critics from many people around. I don't take it badly.
No, because that's what makes us think also.
This is what makes us progress.
Yeah, of course.
Yes, and as I told you, I aim to progress. It's never enough. It's always a challenge to be a better person, a better artist. So that's...
Well, I think your mission is so admirable, Zeina, and I really appreciate everything you do for the art world and for us who are there to appreciate the art world.
Thank you for appreciating.
Yeah, no, I do. I have one last question, which I'll ask all my guests. What makes the ordinary extraordinary?
The ordinary life that you live from morning to evening, the people you meet, the love you have in your heart, the peace you try to spread. This is what makes a living extraordinary, because it's not about great achievements. It's not about numbers. It's not about, I made that number of paintings. I made that number of exhibitions. These are things we just enjoy,
temporarily.
But the impact you gave to a soul that you've met during maybe 2 seconds.
Priceless.
This is priceless. And a smile. This is what gives a moment. It's extraordinary.
We agree on that, me and you, the smile.
Smiling, not nagging, complaining all the time. We can complain non-stop. We have many reasons to complain about, but just see the positive side of life, and there are so many blessings.
Thank you so much, Zeina, for such an enriching talk.
Thank you, and good luck for your podcasts.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
I am your #1 fan.
You're also my #1 supporter. You were there for me from the beginning.
With pleasure and honor.
Thank you so much, Zeina.
Thanks.